transcend. We try to rip the shell away.
Sevendust is a band that I have been into for a very long time. Ever since I heard Denial on my local radio station, I have been hooked on these guys. And it's kind of one of those bands that I didn't know I really liked until I picked up one of their albums a couple years ago when I was in high school, and I was like, dang man, these guys still rock. And I've been hooked on them pretty much ever since then. I mean, they've gone through a lot of changes. Clint, one of the guitarists, left the band, then he came back to the band when they made Cold Day Memory, which was awesome. And they made the last album, Block Out the Sun, which I didn't really care for too much. I know a lot of the songs kind of fell flat for me, but Kill the Flaw, this album, they knocked it out of the park. It's super awesome. The album starts out with the track Thank You, which it starts off kind of somber, and then it kicks in really hard. It's your classic Sevendust song. It's very melodic. It has a really cool chorus. And even at one part, they even brought in a choir of kids to sing. And on the making of videos, you can watch on YouTube, they brought the kids in, and the band thought the kids did a good job on the first part, but the teacher was like dogging them, saying that it was weak. But it actually came out really sounding cool, because it adds a different texture to the song, which this is actually one of the first songs they released off the album. Now the next song, Death Dance, is one of the harder Sevendust songs on this album. It's very heavy, it's very in your face, it has a really cool chorus, and it's going to make you jive some. Now, Forget is a good track, but it's okay. It's not one of the better songs on the album, but it's decent. And then after Forget, you have Letters, which, I don't know, this song isn't bad, just I don't like the lyrics. And the chorus just feels weird for me, because it doesn't make sense to me. It's not a bad song, but I just don't jive with it personally. I don't know. It's very strange. Cease and Desist is one of the slower songs. It's still sort of heavy. It's not as heavy as others, but it's one of the more slower, somber songs. It's pretty good. It's a nice, good change of pace. It's right in the middle of the album. Changes things up. It's very somber. It's still Sevendust quality. It's just, like I said, it's slowed down a little bit. Then you have Not Today. This song sounds like it was pulled right out of Animosity, to me anyway. It's, I think it was the second single release off of the album that they showed everyone. This song is just really cool. It has this really cool staccato, like, verse type thing going on with it. And the chorus is really great. I don't know, it's one of the better songs on the album. I really like Not Today a lot. It's one of my favorites. Then you have Chop. Chop's really cool. I know I said Not Today was one of my favorites, but Chop is right up there, because it starts off, Clint plays this little cool acoustic intro thing, and then it spans out through the entire song. This song is really unique. It's really cool. One of the better, if not the best songs on the album. Then you have Kill the Flaw, which it is a title track of the album, but it feels like one of the weaker songs to me. It's like toward the end, I feel like they threw in two of their weaker songs right before you hit the best two. Kill the Flaw is okay, I mean, but it doesn't have anything that really makes me remember it. Like, it I don't know, it feels kind of bland. It's not horrible, it just kind of feels bleh, I don't know. So after Kill the Flaw, we have Silly Beast. Silly Beast, it's a silly song, honestly. It's one of the weaker songs on this album. It's very bland. It has sort of a semi-cool chorus, but it's very much like Kill the Flaw. It doesn't really have anything that makes it stand out. It's there, but it's just not, it doesn't go anywhere. It's just okay. Then you have Peace and Destruction. Morgan actually sings on this song, and it has a really epic chorus, and that's one of the things that's been missing is Morgan singing. He does sing on this song, but it hasn't been as prevalent as other albums, because most of the time you'd hear him in there, he'd be shrieking above everything else, but he wasn't on this album for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe it just didn't fit what they wanted to do. Maybe he just didn't want to sing as much. I mean, his drumming on this album is awesome, like always. His singing is noticeably absent, which, it's fine. I mean, he does sing in some songs, he comes in, but that is something that's noticeably different. Now, Torched is one of the heaviest songs on the album. They said they named the song Torched because by the end of the album they were just tired from the grueling recording schedule they recorded up in Chicago. This is one of the coolest songs on the album. It's heavy. It has a nice cool triplet feel through the whole thing. I like it. This and Chopped is one of my top 2 favorite songs on the album. Then there is a bonus song. On some of the albums you buy, you get a bonus song, an extra one. It's called Slave to Pray. It's very much like Torch. It's very heavy, and it actually has bass drops in it too, which is really cool. You hear Vince going in there. Overall, I like this album a lot. It's one of Sevendust. I mean, of course, it's not Animosity. It's kind of like their peak. But with this, they definitely got close back to it. It's going to probably be one of my most underrated albums of the year because there was no hype around this album. I mean, Sevendust has been around for almost 20 years or so, and there's no hype around it, which kind of made me sad because I love these guys a lot. Now, what did you guys think of this album? Did you love it? Did you hate it? You thinking to yourself, who the hell is Sevendust? Let me know in the comments down below. As for me, I'm out. Peace.